are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry.
You can put that up. We ain't gonna start that. We ain't gonna start that. We're not gonna start that madness. We ain't gonna start that little mess.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down.
Stop playing with me. Don't do that. Don't do that shit neither. Don't do that shit neither. Don't do that neither. Stop it.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired.
Got Cam Newton looking like Spam Newton.
This guy stepped up and stole
Look at the rookie already making the rookie already. I might just veto that trade. The rookie already making the impact, guys.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
The rookie already making the impact, guys.
To get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
The rookie already making the impact, guys.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Newton now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
20.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to work.
Kicking in the wrong dude.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here, the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off play action. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A torn ACL cost George Pickens most of his final season at Georgia, but he did return for the college football playoffs and had an impact. And in his first 2 years there, wow. Led the Bulldogs in touchdowns both seasons. Had people thinking he could be a first-round pick. The ceiling is huge with this kid. Nice pickup there for a first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. 20. Throwing is Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw, Newton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into
I'm playing to the outside. This man ain't playing to the
touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 46 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
What? Somebody at the door? Huh?
A little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner.
What?
Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's up. It's good.
What?
Our score 14-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Somebody dropping off a package.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover three, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering
JDSR.
position as they come up.
JDSR.
7. Newton to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Don't do nothing stupid. Kick the field goal, bro. You're playing good. Don't do nothing dumb. That's a good boy.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Who are you playing?
Golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Oh, Fredo?
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
now he really think he gonna up and mic his ass.
That momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Newton. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They hand this off to Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Bad first half, guys. Off the first half,
Bengals
guys.
drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how
Off
much
the
they
first
trust
half,
their
guys.
guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now Austin. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
The difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure.
Just keep holding the field goals, guys. Just keep holding the field goals. That's all we want to do. That's all we want. Got to keep holding the field goals. Offense going to get on track. Offense is going to get on track.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Another carry for Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A give to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Newton.
Oh,
Quick throw, knocked
get
away,
that.
and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his 2nd incompletion.
All right, corner route.
Locked in. That means everyone's locked
Corner.
in because to me, it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process.
In 3, guys.
Some options on 4th and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here.
Yes.
That fumble earlier probably at the
Yes.
forefront of his mind.
You gotta
Just
score.
hold on to
Get
this
blocked.
thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point right there is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 38 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say,
you got me on this one. You got me on this one, homie.
Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Newton on first down.
That nigga just burning it. That nigga just burning that nigga, dog. He just cooking it, fool. He cooking little Eli out there.
Deontay Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
We're not gonna do that, man. He won though. He won the game, man. I play like shit. Long way to go, buddy. Meanwhile, you tanking.
It's a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And man, throwing corner routes to the superstar receiver, dog. It's cooking my corner.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That was a good game plan. I'll be ready for it next time. Oh, they ready? We ain't gonna go out and say we're gonna go undefeated though. I ain't never said we're gonna go undefeated, but we ready though.
To go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves.
You play like shit.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow dancing to his left. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What's the deal? Don't.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Don't do that.
Changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This is Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because
I need a corner. He want my corner. I can't trade him my corner. Did you see how my little slot corner got sliced and diced?
We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Now I'm talking about King. Look at that. That man ran insides on 1,000 insides. I know how to play you next time. I know I'm gonna play you next time. Yeah, and I'm pinching and everything.
Running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point.
Yeah, you threw too. You scored past him, bro. You won this game, man. I ain't taking nothing from you. You won.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Rolling to his right. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, an 11-yard touchdown.
You play that purity shit, bro. You play that purity shit. You won. You got on my ass. You won. I can't take nothing from you.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
29 inside, 30 inside zone. Stop it. So when I know it's going that shit. We'll see. It's a long season, bro. It's a long season. It's a long season. Long season.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
squiggly lines everywhere.
They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit
under smoke.
Watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay,
I don't.
Put this behind us and get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at.
I just played bad, fool. You got it. You won this.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And get what? All right.
Here's Burrow.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Newton's going to throw it. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now it's Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Come on. Stop it, man. Good game, good game.
Well, this was not just the opener of...
You see, it's 2 type of people in life.
I was gonna trade him, but I can't trade him, man. That cone trash. Apple trash. Apple be my starting corner, no deal.
Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All I know is the